All right, so are you ready to unlock some serious health knowledge? Because today we are diving deep into the world of superfoods
Oh, yeah.
and whether they really live up to the hype when it comes to immunity.
Right.
We've got a stack of research and insights from a PreWell Deep Dive episode.
Okay.
Specifically, their list of 10 superfoods that supposedly supercharge your immune system.
Sounds good.
Now, I'm all for healthy eating,
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes those miracle food claims can be a bit much, don't you think?
Yeah, I agree. A healthy dose of skepticism is always a good starting point. But what I find particularly interesting in this material is the recurring theme of gut health.
Okay.
It emphasizes how interconnected our gut and immune system really are.
You mean like how yogurt commercials always talk about good bacteria?
Yeah.
I've heard that before.
Right.
But I never really understood the connection to immunity.
Yeah.
Is it really that important?
It's crucial, actually. The
Yeah.
research suggests that approximately 70% of your immune system resides in your gut. Think of it as the frontline defense against all sorts of invaders.
70%. That's a lot bigger of a deal than I realized.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's break down these superfoods.
Okay.
I'm ready to see what the science says. Where should we start?
Well, since we're talking about gut health, why don't we start with yogurt?
Okay.
It's a fantastic source of probiotics,
Yeah.
those beneficial bacteria that help maintain a balanced gut microbiome.
Okay, so it's not just marketing hype. Probiotics actually do something.
Absolutely. Think of your gut as a complex ecosystem.
Okay.
Probiotics help populate it with the good guys
Right.
that crowd out harmful bacteria and support overall digestive health.
Okay.
And when your gut is happy, your immune system is better equipped to fight off infections.
Right.
Yogurt can also improve nutrient absorption, which further bolsters your body's defenses.
So eating yogurt could actually help my body make better use of other nutrients.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see how this all connects. Speaking of nutrient absorption,
Right.
talk about spinach. I know it's packed with vitamins, but our source material also mentioned something about DNA repair.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure I get the connection to immunity there.
That's a great point. Spinach is loaded with vitamins A, C, and E,
Okay.
plus folate and beta-carotene,
Right.
all crucial for cell protection and optimal immune function.
Okay.
But the DNA repair aspect is fascinating. You see,
Okay.
if your DNA gets damaged, your cells can't function properly, making you more susceptible to illness.
Right.
So those nutrients in spinach actually help keep your cells healthy and resilient, indirectly boosting your immunity.
It's like spinach is giving my cells a tune-up.
Exactly.
That makes so much more sense.
Okay.
So we've got the gut-boosting yogurt and the cell-protecting spinach.
Right.
What other superfoods are on this immunity A team?
Well, if we're talking about powerful antioxidants,
Okay.
blueberries are definitely top contenders. They're
Sure.
packed with flavonoids,
Okay.
which are plant compounds known for their ability to combat cell damage.
Flavonoids. Okay. I'll admit that one went over my head a bit. What exactly are they doing in my body?
Think of flavonoids as tiny warriors fighting off free radicals,
Uh-huh.
those unstable molecules that can damage your cells
Right.
and contribute to inflammation.
Okay.
And blueberries aren't just about flavonoids. They also offer a good dose of vitamins C and K,
Wow.
manganese and fiber, making them a true nutritional powerhouse.
I always knew blueberries were good for me, but I had no idea they were packing that much punch.
Yeah.
Now, I can't talk about superfoods without mentioning garlic.
Right.
I love it in my cooking, but I never really thought of it as an immunity booster.
Yeah.
What makes it so special?
Garlic has some pretty incredible antimicrobial properties.
Okay.
Thanks to its sulfur-containing compound,
Mm-hmm.
especially one called allicin. And here's where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
Allicin actually disrupts the formation of biofilms.
Biofilms. What are those?
Biofilms are like protective shields that bacteria use to protect themselves.
Gotcha.
By breaking down these shields, garlic essentially disarms harmful bacteria, making them more vulnerable to your immune system's attacks.
Right.
Studies even suggest that garlic can help reduce the severity and duration of colds and the flu.
So it's like garlic is a secret agent for our immune system,
Yeah.
infiltrating enemy lines and taking down those bad bacteria.
Right.
I love that. Now, I'm a big fan of ginger,
Yeah.
especially when my stomach is acting up, but I'm hearing it's also good for immunity.
Ginger is a multifaceted superfood known for its soothing and anti-inflammatory properties, but it also has antimicrobial powers.
Okay.
This means it can help reduce inflammation,
Mm-hmm.
fight off infections, and even soothe a sore throat, all thanks to its potent compounds.
Okay. I'm starting to see a theme here. These superfoods are like multitaskers tackling a whole range of health issues.
Right.
Now, I'm curious about another ingredient I use a lot, turmeric.
Okay.
It's everywhere these days, from golden lattes to supplements. But is there real science behind the hype?
There definitely is.
Okay.
Turmeric contains a compound called curcumin, which has powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. Think of it as a shield for your cells,
Right.
protecting them from damage and supporting a balanced immune response.
So it's not just about adding flavor to my food.
No.
That's good to know. What about those fancy mushrooms I keep hearing about?
Right.
Are they really good for immunity, or is that just a trendy foodie thing?
While many mushrooms are nutritious, certain varieties like shiitake, metake, and reishi are especially potent for immune support.
Good.
They contain beta-glucans,
Okay.
which are compounds that can enhance the activity of your immune cells.
Beta-glucans. I have to admit, I'm not familiar with those. What exactly are they doing?
Imagine them as little alarm bells for your immune system.
Okay.
They essentially activate those defender cells to be on high alert and ready to fight off any invaders.
Right.
So it's like giving your immune system a pep talk, getting it ready for action.
Wow. That's amazing. It's like these mushrooms are training my immune system to be a lean, mean, germ-fighting machine. Yeah, I'm definitely adding those to my shopping list.
Well,
But what about some everyday snacks?
okay.
Are there any superfoods that can satisfy my cravings and boost my immunity at the same time?
Almonds are a fantastic option.
Yep.
They're a great source of vitamin E, another potent antioxidant that helps protect your cells from damage.
I love almonds, but I always thought of them as just a healthy fat.
Mm-hmm.
What does vitamin E have to do with immunity?
Vitamin E plays a crucial role in enhancing immune cell function,
Right.
keeping your defenses strong.
Okay.
It helps those cells communicate effectively and mount a robust response against any threats.
Right.
And as you mentioned, almonds are a great source of healthy fats, which are important for overall well-being.
Okay. Almonds are officially a win-win snack, delicious and immune boosting.
Right.
I have to ask, is there anything I can drink that can help my immune system?
Well, if you're a tea drinker, green tea is an excellent choice.
Okay.
It's packed with polyphenols and catechins, types of antioxidants that can strengthen your immune response.
I do love a good cup of green tea. Is that what gives it that slightly bitter flavor?
Those polyphenols are part of what gives green tea its unique flavor profile, but they're also responsible for many of its health benefits.
I had no idea. I'm seeing my teacup in a whole new light now.
Yeah.
Okay, so far we've got yogurt, spinach, blueberries, garlic, ginger, turmeric, those incredible mushrooms and almonds for a quick snack.
Right.
What's the last superfood on our list?
Let's talk about citrus fruits.
Okay.
Oranges, lemons, limes, grapefruit.
Right.
They're well known for their vitamin C content, but there's more to it than that.
I always thought of vitamin C as the ultimate cold fighter,
Yeah.
but I'm guessing there's a deeper story here.
You're absolutely right. Citrus fruits are packed with antioxidants that protect your cells from damage.
Oh.
They also boost the production of white blood cells,
Okay.
those essential soldiers on the front lines of your immune system.
So that morning glass of orange juice is doing a lot more than just waking me up. I'm actually starting to feel a bit more empowered, knowing that these everyday foods can have such a profound impact on my health.
That's what's so fascinating about this topic.
Yeah.
It's not about some magic pill or restrictive diet. It's about incorporating these delicious, readily available foods into your daily routine
Right.
to support your body's natural defenses.
I love that it's like we're giving our bodies the tools they need to thrive.
Yeah.
But before we get too carried away with all these amazing superfoods,
Yeah.
I want to come back to something you mentioned earlier.
Sure.
That connection between the gut and the immune system. You said 70% of our immune system lives in the gut.
Right.
Why is that such a big deal? What's really going on in there?
It's a fascinating world down there, a delicate ecosystem teeming with trillions of bacteria, fungi, and other microorganisms.
Trillions.
This diverse community, known as the gut microbiome, plays a crucial role in digestion, nutrient absorption, and even the development of our immune system.
Okay, I'm officially a little grossed out, but also incredibly intrigued. So these microorganisms aren't just freeloading. They're actually working for our benefit.
Exactly. They help us break down food, synthesize essential vitamins, and even train our immune system to distinguish between friend and foe.
Okay.
A healthy gut microbiome is one where the good guys outnumber the bad guys,
Right.
maintaining a balance that supports overall well-being.
So when we eat things like yogurt, which you said is full of probiotics, we're essentially adding reinforcements to the good guy team.
Precisely. Probiotics introduce beneficial bacteria into your gut, helping to restore balance and promote a thriving microbiome.
Right.
This in turn strengthens your immune system's ability to fight off infections and maintain overall health.
This is all making so much more sense now. I used to think of my immune system as a separate thing, but it's really interconnected with everything else going on in my body.
Right. It's a complex network, a delicate dance between our bodies and the microscopic world within us. And the more we understand about these connections, the more empowered we are to make choices that support our health.
Speaking of choices, I have to admit, even though we've been talking about all these amazing superfoods, I'm still a little skeptical. I mean, can eating a handful of blueberries really make that much of a difference?
That's a valid question, and I understand the skepticism. It's not about a single food or a quick fix. It's about incorporating a variety of nutrient-rich foods into your diet consistently over time. Remember, these superfoods work synergistically, supporting each other and creating a cumulative effect on your overall health and immunity.
So it's not about perfection. It's about making sustainable changes that I can actually stick with.
Exactly. Small, consistent changes can have a profound impact in the long run. Maybe you start by adding a handful of almonds to your afternoon snack or swapping your sugary soda for a cup of green tea. These little tweaks over time can make a big difference.
I like that approach. It feels manageable and sustainable, and it makes those healthy choices feel less like a chore and more like, well, just part of my normal routine.
That's the key. It's about finding ways to nourish your body with foods you genuinely enjoy, making healthy eating a pleasurable experience rather than a restrictive one.
I think that's an important message for our listeners. It's not about deprivation or feeling guilty about what you eat. It's about making conscious choices that support your well-being and make you feel good. And it sounds like these superfoods can actually help with that.
Absolutely. By incorporating these nutrient-rich foods into your diet, you're providing your body with the building blocks it needs to function optimally, including supporting your immune system. It's about working with your body, not against it.
I'm all for working with my body. It's been doing a pretty good job so far.
And with a little extra support from these superfoods, it can continue to do so for years to come.
I'm sold. I'm officially inspired to revamp my grocery list and get creative in the kitchen. What about you? What are some of your favorite ways to incorporate these immune-boosting ingredients into your meals? Do you have any go-to recipes or tips you can share with our listeners?
I love adding a spoonful of turmeric to my morning oatmeal. It gives it a beautiful golden color and a subtle, earthy flavor, and I always have a stash of almonds in my bag for a quick and healthy snack.
Turmeric in oatmeal. That's brilliant. I never would have thought of that. And I'm with you on the almonds, so portable and satisfying. What about those fancy mushrooms? Any tips on how to prepare those?
Shiitake mushrooms are delicious, sautéed with a little garlic and ginger, and you can add reishi powder to smoothies or even make a soothing tea with it.
Those are great ideas. I'm feeling less intimidated by those mushrooms now, and maybe I'll even try that turmeric latte everyone's been raving about. I'm curious, do you think there's any truth to the idea that certain foods can actually boost your mood as well as your immunity?
That's a fascinating area of research that's gaining a lot of attention. There's growing evidence to suggest a strong link between gut health and mental well-being.
Wait, really? So my gut bacteria could actually be influencing my mood. That's wild.
The gut-brain connection is a complex and intricate one, and researchers are still unraveling all its mysteries. But there's a growing body of evidence to suggest that the gut microbiome plays a significant role in regulating mood, stress response, and even cognitive function.
So if I'm understanding this correctly, taking care of my gut health could potentially have a positive impact on my mental well-being as well as my physical health.
That's the emerging picture. Yes, it's a holistic approach to health, recognizing the interconnectedness of all our bodily systems. And it makes sense when you think about it. When your gut is functioning well, you feel better overall, both physically and mentally.
I'm definitely starting to see the bigger picture here. It's not just about chasing a quick fix or eliminating specific foods. It's about embracing a lifestyle that nourishes your body and mind from the inside out.
Exactly. It's about creating a sustainable approach to well-being, making choices that support your long-term health and vitality. And it's about recognizing that food is more than just fuel. It's information, it's medicine, and it has the power to profoundly impact our overall health and well-being.
And sometimes that information comes in the form of a delicious blueberry or a comforting cup of ginger tea. Who knew? I'm feeling so inspired to prioritize my health and make those small, consistent changes that can add up to a big difference over time.
That's the spirit. It's about empowering yourself to make informed choices that align with your health goals and create a life that feels vibrant and fulfilling. And remember, it's a journey, not a destination. There will be ups and downs, but the key is to keep learning, keep experimenting, and keep finding what works best for you.
I love that, keep learning. keep experimenting. It takes the pressure off and makes healthy living feel more like an adventure than a chore. And speaking of adventure, our source material got me thinking about something. We've been talking a lot about what we eat, but what about other lifestyle factors? Could things like sleep stress or exercise also impact our immunity? It really is amazing how much we've unpacked from that PreWell Deep Dive episode. We've gone from a simple list of superfoods to a much deeper understanding of how our bodies work and how we can support them. What a journey.
It's a testament to the power of curiosity and the interconnectedness of knowledge. We started with a focus on boosting immunity, but ended up exploring the intricate relationship between our gut, our brain, and our overall well-being.
It's like that saying, when you learn one thing, it opens a door to 100 more. This deep dive has definitely opened a lot of doors for me. I'm already thinking about all the other areas of health and wellness I want to explore.
And that's the beauty of learning. It's an ongoing journey of discovery, and there's always something new to explore. I encourage our listeners to use this deep dive as a springboard for their own health journeys.
Absolutely. Don't just take our word for it. Go back to that PreWell Deep Dive episode. Do your own research and find what resonates with you.
And remember, what works for one person might not work for another. It's about finding what feels right for you, for your body, and for your lifestyle.
So true. It's about personalizing your approach to health and wellness, finding what makes you feel your best. As we wrap up this deep dive, I'm curious, is there one final nugget of wisdom you'd like to share with our listeners? Something that really encapsulates the essence of what we've been talking about today?
I think the most important takeaway is that our bodies are incredibly resilient and intelligent, and they have an innate capacity for healing and thriving. By understanding how our bodies work and by making conscious choices that support their natural processes, we can create a foundation for optimal health and well-being.
I love that it's about recognizing the inherent wisdom of our bodies and working with them, not against them.
Exactly. It's about listening to your body's signals, honoring its needs, and providing it with the nourishment and support it needs to thrive.
Well said. And on that note, I think it's time for us to say goodbye. Thanks for joining me on this fascinating deep dive into the world of superfoods and immunity. It's been a pleasure sharing this journey with you.
The pleasure was all mine.
And to our listeners, we hope you've enjoyed this deep dive and that you've gleaned some valuable insights to support your own health journeys. Until next time, keep diving deep and keep those immune systems strong.